Mic is on. I tell you what. Crazy, crazy. Okay, that is good enough. Man, I thought it was. Thumbnail. HH trend. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. All right, so looking around this morning. Man, I had a long weekend. That was crazy. Well, looking around this morning, I see LQR, what, 39 cents, PCSA, 62. And these are looking like some of the top gainers of the day, 129%, BTTX, PCTI, $6.86. Earnings anticipation. Let's see. PCTI, let's look at that. News from this morning earlier, or reported earlier, PCTEL agrees to be acquired. It's acquisition. Not. We'll see if that acquisition becomes the one on the day. Still looking for something. SECO, which was a mover from, I believe last week, had a pretty good move down from 272 all the way down here to 63 cents. I don't know if that one's gonna have the gusto to get back even over $1. We'll have to see. RNAS, we've seen that one before. MREO, Ultragenics announces program and pipeline updates at Analyst Day, including interim. I don't know what this thing is talking about. Let me turn this brightness up. Okay. Osteogenesis imperfecta. Osteogenesis. Might need to watch that one. MREO. TPST. TPST doesn't have any news, but it's up 8% on today. T. We got about 10 minutes to the bell. And PFE trash. Okay, so as for now, looking over all of the ones that could give some kind of move up right now, I mean, the biggest mover is LQR. So all eyes looking like they're on that right now. 37 million shares traded there. LQR. Lot to watch. Of course, I've still been watching INDO. Hustle, they did a great little bounce off of this little area here. So I've been watching them just follow this trend. First bounce at $3, then around 320, another 330, and another bounce here, and now it's back up here towards the $4. So just waiting for a little breakout above maybe the 450s. And also looking to add, maybe not today, maybe it'll pull back, I don't know. But I've been trying to add around 350 every time. Let me go and look at actually what oil is doing today. Oil is up to $87. So it did hold this little range we had seen on this last test up, holding out of this range. And I'm looking for it to get over the 90s. Good morning, Lori. We're out here. We've already spotted MREO, LQR, and TPST, previous mover. I don't know which one is going to be for this morning. LQR is a cheaper one. Came down about halfway of this candle to 30 cents and popped back up almost 10 cents. So we'll see how it holds up that 30. Looking on the 15-minute, you kind of see the same thing right around the 30. MREO though hit a high up here of 170. Then a bottom down here 135. We'll see which way that it tries to get to as well. Right, kind of sitting in the middle of this indecision. And I kind of look at these kind of candles as indecision, where it kind of, even if it ends up with a thick block of green, to me this is still indecision. So 150, right around the 150-ish down to the 149. We'll see how it holds there. Can it hold over this 153? Good morning, Donnell. Yeah, nothing I like either. I'm just looking around, looking at the top movers and stuff. LQR had a little bit of weak news, being another acquisition. We kind of know acquisitions have been a popular theme this or last week and the weeks before, and we've seen them kind of get choppy. So be careful if you're going to trade LQR. Make sure I'm talking about the right one as well. I believe it's no. PCTI is the acquisition. LQR is the public offering. So it's between a public offering and an acquisition. PCTI. Absolutely trash. But yeah, it's a nice Monday morning. Had a nice weekend. Ended last week green. Be looking for more opportunities. Last week, you know, most of the trades that I took were based on range and then volume. So I'm looking for, hey, what can give the range? And then I'm looking for volume to come in and support the thesis. We saw a couple of halting stocks last week. I mean, it was crazy. So I want to see what kind of setup comes on Monday. Will things still be halting, or will we see more consistency, especially from the SPY? The SPY has been kind of waging war around this 430 level. 430 level is come back and tested the 430 level and held above it. And we can see right now it's holding right around the 434. So a lot of interesting things going on there. We have about 6 minutes to the bell. A couple of dividend stocks I was watching. I don't even need them up here. Let's get rid of this one. Not too interesting. PCTI, not too interesting. So MREO is looking like where we'll start looking between MREO and LQR. And I'm looking for INDO to go ahead and start holding that $4, as well as Hustle start holding up there. Let's go to war. No pun intended. Let me see what this one's talking about. This is one that I traded last week as well. Amen. See if it's still headed up. This is a breast cancer stock that had a little bit of news, and I was trading it back around here when it was at 13, whatever. Traded it for that nice little pop. It did rise on Friday and then had a nice little gap up there from the 14s up here to the 18s. So 534 million shares on that one. They had some good news, but it just was a little bit slower mover, but it was giving dollar moves, which I liked. What was that? Three minutes to the open. We also have YGMZ. YGMZ. I don't even know if it has news. I'll slap it up there since it's almost 50% up. BTTX. PCSA. 25%. Seco, not too worried about that one. CFRX. A couple of biopharm companies this morning. We already got MREO, RNAS up 14%. Okay. That's about it that I see. We got Mara up as well, which is crypto. It says Bitcoin surge gives a boost to crypto related stocks. So may see some crypto stocks wake up. I'll go ahead and slap Mara up there. Just keep an eye on it. AVTX up only 8%. So not a whole lot more that I really want to look at. A lot of work to be done here. Gee. 30 seconds left. What shall happen? Let's actually roll through some of this news one more time. LQR, public offering, PCT, that was the acquisition. YGMZ, no news on the day. RDHL, no real news. PSA, no real sticking out news on today. CFRX does have a FDA clearance to proceed with phase 1. MREO, RNAS, yeah. And now we get the open. So let's go up here and see how these things perform. This is YGMZ starting off right over the 60 cents. RNAS, who's going to be explosive this morning? MREO, right off this 150 level, this indecision that we had marked. Getting a little bounce right off the 150. Still very low volume, to be honest. Actually, that's really low volume. It's not even moving. Okay, there it goes. 154s. Just needs to close above 153. Hey, man, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. I'm probably going to continue to go down. BTTX. A lot of these kind of starting off slower. No real explosions out of the open. PCSA up 8%. YGMZ up 9%. So now we're starting to see some movement upwards. LQR, another one we saw, came down to 32 cents and is holding right around the 40s. Did a small breakout of the previous candle and pulling back, up 151%. TPST, yeah, keep that one up here. TPST up 15%, moving up quite a bit. Let's see if it can hold green. Top mover right now is still YGMZ. TPST going straight on down, going red on the hour. If we look over here on the daily chart here, we can see it had a huge blow up, held below this midpoint, and now it's just continuing to move its way down. I guess a big sign of weakness would be the breakdown of the 335s, but just kind of holding around the $4 right now. Trucker 2B, I'm back in here. Another day in the bloodbath. Some sticks stop taking buy-ins. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So everybody's on sit and wait mode for now, though. There's MREO. We talked about this level right here. For it to break down would be a big sign of weakness of this indecision, and it looks like it's trying to break down that 149. We had looked at 148. Let's see if it can continue to push down here through the 140s on the 15-minute. YGMZ not looking so good on the 15-minute. Big sell-off down here towards the 60. Okay, TPST continuing downwards as well. PCSA, it's one of the few that's holding up a little bit green. Mara. INDO getting a little bounce out there. 395 looks like it wants to go back towards 4. See what happens there. Hustle took quite a bit of move down. What did oil do? Did it move down like that? Move down just a little bit. But after this big buying bar, you see how big this buying bar is here? I'm not too worried about it taking this whole thing out all the way back to the 83s. That is a lot of buying pressure behind this thing. I'm really looking for it to get over the 89s. But it's only the beginning of the week, so no rush, no stressing, just observation. Trucker 2B says the pain is real. Yeah, the pain is real out here in these streets today. Seeing a lot of things cut back red. As for now, this is what my gainer scanner is picking up here. So usually once I start off pre-market, since I can't get too specific in the criteria, I have this top volume mover just following things by volume. Then afterwards, I usually use these three, which is the low float rangers, things that are providing range and getting a little bit of volume, and our low floats. Then I have the straight gainers, which you'll see the top one is LQR, and it goes on down to all the way down to 4%, and then the top losers. So I always want to know what's losing on the day, what's gaining on the day, the biggest losers and gainers. Because sometimes the losers drop and it's like no reason, and you go and read it, you're like, wait a minute, this thing dropped, 69%. Why did that happen? But sometimes there is definitely a reason. But yeah, we're going to focus in and continue to observe here. LQR down 12%. Does anything want to stay green on the day? That's the question. YMZ breaking to lower lows. SPY getting on up there, looking at the 435s, looks like. Donnell said MOB crashed. MOB, mob. Let's see what's going on over here on mob. Well, oh my gosh. Ooh. So it had a nice little sideways range in here. Got a little bit of volume today. Did it have news or something? It's a defense and drone company placed repeat orders with Mobilicon, announces it has secured 2 follow-on orders, including 1 order for a large tier 1 customer. See, I hate when they do stuff like that. You have this so-called good customer, but you don't name them. You don't even name, I mean, it's just too vague. And that's why people don't jump on it. If they name the customer, this thing would probably be at $5. But, you want to boost your stock price, you name that customer. Not, you just hang out. All right, MREO still holding around that 150 level. I think MREO probably has a chance of being a little chopper, but I think it can move up first before it ends up crashing out. Everything else is big red here. CFRX, I mean, just big crashes, down 17% since the open. That's crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and clean up some of these cheaper ones that are looking super sickly. LQR down 18%. That is not what we want. That's a huge percentage of that price. Mara, all of crypto stocks are supposedly getting a little boost because of Bitcoin. Let me see what Bitcoin's doing here. Bitcoin. So yeah, Bitcoin got a big candle popping over these previous highs. Came down here, held a flat on the 25,000s. Held flat on 26, held flat, so higher lows, and then ended up getting a pop out there. I don't even know. Bitcoin doesn't usually have news or whatnot. They just kind of go. Kind of like futures in a way. No real news, just you got to get in and see what happens. But again, MREO, very interesting. Continue to hold this 150. I'm wondering, can it get over this 153 there? Still holding green on the day. It's one of the few that has not flipped red. And I'm going to continue to close up these other ones that are struggling. YGMZ down 11% on the day. I got a new one. It's called MNTS. I see that one. MNTS. It is halted up. So if y'all are looking for something with a little bit of action, This one has 3 million shares, halted up 459, up 47%. It is one of the better looking ones on the day. Let's go and look at the news while it's halted, and we'll see when it's going to be unhalting. Wow, where's the news? Where is the news? Momentous customers integrated and shipped to SpaceX. Not any kind of hot news. If we look out here, it looks like it's been making higher lows day after day, and is just now trying to do a little breakout over the 450s. If we look back, we can kind of see a level. Whoops. Get this. We can kind of see a level through here. What, 708? Let's extend that to the left and look back and see if we can see any more interesting levels back here. But it's really not super clear. That's 7 whatever I just marked. It's not super clear, so that's probably not something that I'm gonna be looking at as significant resistance. But we've seen it test and get sold off here twice, so this support is a little bit more clear. At the it needs to stay above the 360s, 350s. So I'll extend that to the left and watch it do its thing. But very interesting. Let's jump over here and see when that thing is supposed to be unhalting. MNTS halted at the 938.02. So it should have been a what, 43? Yeah, 43.02. So about to unhalt in a few minutes. 43.02, or less than a minute. Interesting. One of the few that is up 22% on the day. Can it get that follow through though? Go ahead and clean up RNAS. MREO still looking interesting there. So between MREO and MNTS, let's see what this open looks like at the 43.02, if it is a 5-minute halt. All right, there's the open. MNTS pushing on up there, looking like it wants to challenge the 5, giving a little bit of a pullback out of this halt. Okay, looks like it's going to be the aggressive one. 4 million shares on the board. Average volume year to date is 740,000 shares, and it is well over that on today. Well over that, looking like it wants to go to the 5s, up 58%, 59% here. So I think it's going to take priority over MREO. Looks like it's getting a lot more love here. 475s getting a little bounce around. Previous candle is all the way down here at $4. So let's put a support level, needs to hold above the 4 right now at the 448s. If we look back here a little bit, we'll see 440s back here as well. Whoops, should be support. See how it ends up holding over that, and can it start getting buying pressure around here? We see this first candle has almost 5 million shares on the first 15-minute candle. Mara going on down, looking less and less interesting as well. All right, there's the new open right at the top of this, 454, throwing a little wick up there to the 460s. And still a little bit above VWAP. I would like to see what it's going to do to attack this VWAP, which is at 3 or 437 right now. Tapping it right there on that VWAP. And right now it's 30 cents above the previous candle. There's a little bit of push down. Is it going to halt going down here? The top side was a 453. Let's draw a resistance level here. 454, right around the 450s became a problem. The question is, how will it come out? Will it go ahead and test that $4? It was one of the best looking ones for a minute there, but yeah, gave up the ghost there. Let's jump back over here to the scan, see if we see anything else picking up. This was down 22%. PCI, BTTX, MNTS, YAMS. Anything else that can, what is this one? BITO, BITO. This is a monthly dividend. I might throw that up on the dividend watch there. Monthly dividend. I wonder what their dividend's like. Let me go look. Actually, before we do that, MREO still looking like it wants to get over that 153. Has been holding here for quite a while. But let me jump over here real quick to here and go to BITO, BITO. How much are you paying monthly? Dividend history. Let's see. Okay, so they didn't start until February of this month. 14 cents. Ugh, no, it can't beat my other stuff. Nope, nope, nope. Not good enough. Paying what, 38 cents per month. Ugh. It kind of jumps around too. That's the other thing I don't like. Let's see what BITO is. Oh, this is due to Bitcoin. I definitely don't know if I want to get on this one. Okay, that changes things. This is Bitcoin strategy ETF. Nah, I'm good. All right, MREO, of course, like we've been saying, is still holding there. Continues to get those little pops. MNTS still hasn't come out of its halt. And Amara, which should have been following Bitcoin, is coming on down to 5%. But we know that Amara can get active. But look at this hour chart. Has taken out this whole green bar. I wonder if Bitcoin fall like that. Let me check. Oh, yeah. Wow. Last time we looked at Bitcoin, it was all the way up here. That's like $1,000 something dollars on Bitcoin. $1,000 drop there. That's not good. Dropping back into this previous level that we could see temporary consolidation. Not looking great on that one. Okay, and let's see what MNTS is supposed to be unhalting as well. MNTS halted at the 945.41. So 950.41 should be it. MREO is just questionable to me. It's one of those that it doesn't have the momentum, but it can get you trapped if, I mean, it could be a trap, but I mean, this is a pretty tight stop. The stop will be right here at the 141. That's a 10-cent risk right now. But just, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. We'll have to see what else comes. Let's jump over here to the scans one more time. LQR still going down. PCTI. Yeah, not seeing anything that looks better than MNTS right now. 36%, but it's halted down. So nothing else really catching my eye. TPST is still trading around though. See TPST making its way back up, but not any huge move, kind of trading around this range from $4 up here to the 418s. Waiting for MNTS to open up. MREO now is starting to break down. So the breakdown point was at 149. All right, so I'm not really trusting MREO a whole lot. Mara, big move down. I think Mara's done as long as Bitcoin is done. But TPST is going to be an interesting one. MNTS should be opening up here really soon. MNTP. Yeah, on the 41. So open coming up here quickly. We'll see if it wants to get under this $4. Has the previous low on the candle of 350. Possible support on this 15-minute. And support also on the hour chart. Let's see what it wants to do here. Or will this be a 10-minute halt? Looking like it may be a 10-minute halt there. 45, 41. Yeah, should have opened up. Okay. TPST continue to push up. Had a previous high here of 511. Hit this bottom here at the 350. Back here. Formed almost like an elongated head and shoulders pattern here, but not super defined on this. Because this would be a shoulder, head, and a little bit of shoulder, but yeah, the definition isn't tight. Usually when the head and shoulder is tight, you can get some pretty good moves to the upside, but this elongated head and shoulders is just looking like a trap. Okay. Let's see. Trucker2B says SWVL is up 2%. Might be the next Uber or Lyft. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? SWVL might be the next Uber or Lyft. Market takes a punch to the gut. Yeah, no trades. Donnell says no trades for him. Okay. So yeah, there are a few traps out here. There are a few traps. Yeah, I really just don't trust MREO. Even if it does do some kind of crazy punch up, this is just too unpredictable. Doesn't have any kind of obvious levels, especially after this breakdown. See, we put this thing out to the side here. We can see it had a previous level here at the 150, but it's just not getting any kind of aggressive buying at that 150. So, you know, maybe it'll do it later on in the day, but I'm just not trusting this one out of the open. And it's only up 16%, so I mean, is it really going to draw those eyes over here? I don't think so. See if MNTS is supposed to be open up on the 55.41 in 2 minutes. TPST took a huge drop down from that 430 down here all the way back to the $4. So again, very weak. I don't like that weakness and that grindiness, especially on their range. So the morning is looking quite red. Let's jump back up here and look at the SPY real quick and see where it's ending up settling. Continue to slowly push its way up. Looking over here on the scans, looking at the TV top volume scans, and just not really seeing anything over that's green on the day that really is impressive like that. So when the market doesn't want to just pay you easily, you know, you start kind of forcing stuff, start kind of thinking, oh man, I got to find something. May not be that time. May not be that time. Now, it may have to come back in a different time period, different time slot to see if something sets up, but open, whole lot of blood in the water, like Trucker2B said. Whole lot. I'm gonna watch this thing open up at the 55.41, and you know, if it goes up, oh well. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down and get ready to get to my morning meeting, because not really seeing a whole lot of love for the long side on today. Maybe in some higher float stocks, higher cap market cap stocks because the SPY is up, but nothing that we like. Nothing in the low float range. All right, there's the 41. Oh my gosh. Boy, that was a drop. Straight through the 4. Let's see if 4 starts to hold here. That drop was 369. Will it go ahead and force its way down through this? Will it hold the 4? Getting up, getting some pops there. Right at that $4 level. Will it get a big push back under here? Are they excited to keep it under $4? Looks like it. Wow. Only up 26% right now. Trying very hard to keep up that $4. If we look on the tape, what we should be seeing if this thing is getting bullish is prices coming over the $4, maybe even the 405s to hold up 4. So let's see if we can get some big green 405s. There's some 405, 406. This is pretty much the most exciting stock of the morning, which is not saying much. So holding over that 4, but this candle has still not closed. It'll be closing in about 3 minutes on the 15-minute candle. So, you know, will new sellers come in? Will we start seeing 405s come up, 404s, and lower prices with bigger numbers? There's 402s, 401s. Let's look at this tape. Seeing 1,000 come through there. Will we see some more 390s? Yep, there's the 397s. There's a lot of bearish action there around that. Look at that come through. 388s. So yeah, that is not what we want to see. This hour candle may end up closing red. Red on this hour candle will be the 375s breakdown. But if it can close this candle above 365, there may be a chance that it tries to go up again, but people are going to have to take notice. It's got 8 million shares traded right now. A lot of struggle on this boat. Let's see if it can go ahead and get under the body of this previous candle of 375. Will it make that aggressive bearish push down there? Can we see those 380s come up? $397s. And the other thing that I don't like about this is this hour candle, this huge downwards wick here. What's the probability of the next candle absolutely shattering all of this selling pressure? You know, not super high probability, especially with the no news on the day. Trucker 2B said YouTube, oh my gosh, MNTS is crashing out. YouTube just crashed for you. Let me go look that up. Let me go see what's going on with YouTube. If ever you have a crashing site, you can go to Down Detector and it will tell you and show you all of the reports for whatever you're looking for. So you go to Down Detector. We can see that issues did arise around, let's see, what time is it? 9. So this was yesterday. A couple issues came up. Today, though, looks like 55% video streaming is the problem, and then 25% app, and then 21% on the website. And you can read a couple of posts. Is anyone else having problems where it won't allow you to load into YouTube when you first press it? I keep getting banned from watching anything. Let's see. So yeah, you can come out here and see what people are talking about, what the issues are, and you can report issues out here as well. Let's jump back over to MNTS. Halted down. Yeah, MNTS was the last hope of the day, of the open rather. And just not really seeing much else. HUBC acting up, but it is probably a trap as well. HUBC. 52 cents, you know, it's up 20, but this thing, if that's the best we got, is something popping up with no news afterwards, especially looking at this daily chart. Daily chart is trash. It has some gap downs and all of this. It's just trash. Look over here on Street Smart Edge daily chart. We can see it a little bit more clearly. 72, just not looking like something to participate in. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up MNTS off of the list. Very disappointing moves. If we look back over here on the scans, this is what my gainer scanner is looking like. FFIE is one that I've traded before, but does not have any kind of news or anything that I am interested in. So whatever, that is Monday's open. Nothing really catching my eye to try to trade throughout the day. Also, news update on Wednesday. I will be going out of town. I'll be out doing some business work on Wednesday, so I won't be streaming on Wednesday. If I get to trade or something on Tuesday or Thursday, I'll let you guys know in the Discord. We'll try to get some better opportunities. We just don't want to get trapped on a Monday morning. But TPST, what is it doing? It's waking back up. TPST. Is it becoming a trap or nah? Continues to kind of funnel up, but I don't really like it. Anyway, if you guys are going to continue to trade, definitely be careful. Keep your head on a swivel. Appreciate you guys for tuning in as well. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, Trucker2B says, most of my trades are for long holds. This is painful. Yeah, that's what I've been getting into as well, but I've paired long holding with things that'll give big range. So if they go in my direction and they don't stop me out, I get paid very good on longer holds. I think my longer holds are now like maybe like 30 minutes to an hour. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to read that comment. Y'all have a great day. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. I know that you like what you say.